Lexus. In the eyes of many people, these are just overpriced Toyotas. And one of us had this opinion as well. So the obvious thing to do was put him to drive.
My name is Wouter and you're watching Driven by Drivers.
Once upon a time, Wouter and I went shopping for a Lexus IS200. Because this is one of the cars Wouter and I both envy to have one day. We like the design, the technical aspect, but we still don't really see this as a luxury car. I remember coming up to a dealership which had a lot of used luxury cars, but the Lexus we came for was parked next to a BMW E46. So we went and took the car we liked most for a test drive, fell in love with it and bought it. And if you're wondering which we ended up buying that day, well, to be truly honest, we bought the Audi A4.
Simply because we both thought it was the best. But today I'm driving this 2005 Lexus IS200 and this car really gives me Need for Speed Most Wanted vibes. But now I'm driving this, I'm starting to question the choice of that Audi that day. Why did we overlook the Lexus?
To me, that's a simple answer. We needed a highway cruiser, and the Audi A4 was far more suited for that job than the BMW or the Lexus. But what if we didn't need a highway cruiser? What if we just wanted a fun car?
Well, the E46 is just overrated and the Audi was just terrible at taking corners. It would never have kept up with this Lexus. This only has a 2-liter engine, 6 cylinders, which makes 155 horsepower. And I assure you, it's not the 6-speed manual gearbox that made the difference. Because damn, this car handles good and precise. If I would have had to compare the handling of this car to anything, I would probably compare it to lawn mowing with a Swiss Army knife. And if you don't think that's precise, you've probably never tried it. Just as driving a Lexus, which turns out to drive pretty well. You should just try it, but you probably never would.
And that's a shame, because you have the reliability of a Toyota, but with a bit of extra luxury. And there are lots of other brands who do it this way. So why are we still calling the Lexus a Toyota? What makes it so hard to separate this from its origin?
Lexus was created by Toyota around the same time Nissan came up with Infiniti and Honda developed Acura. Lexus is just the luxury division of Toyota, in the same way that Volkswagen and Audi do this, or Mercedes and Maybach, or kitchen equipment and Tesla. Anyway, the original brand always sticks, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Lexus produced their first car in 1989. It originated from a corporate project to develop a new premium sedan and set focus on the United States market. And they managed to set ground. Lexus might not be as big as they want in Europe, but they certainly are in other parts of the world. As a luxury brand, you can expect a lot of options. Obviously, there's this climate control, we got these electric adjustable and heated mirrors, electric and adjustable heated seats and all that stuff. There was a lot to pick on this car, except the engine. It was either one of the 2-liter cars or the IS300 with the famous 2JZ engine. The 2-liter 6-in-line with 155 horsepower brings this 1350 kilo saloon from 0 to 100 in a little under 10 seconds. And it has a top speed of 240 kilometers an hour.
The 2JZ version was a lot quicker with 220 brake horsepower stock. But that was the natural aspirated 2JZ, and nobody wants that. So just swap a 1JZ into your IS200 if you are looking for power. But when people bought the car new, that's probably not what they were planning to do. So for them, there was a dealer upgrade possible by Toyota Team Europe, or TTE as they called them. That's Toyota's rally department in, well, Europe. TTE offered to fit a compressor, which upped the power to 205 brake horsepower and 274 Nm of torque on your IS200. But not many were sold, and forget even finding one today. TTE's other mods sold a lot better, varying from body parts to suspension mods. And if there's one thing that the Japanese people are famous for, it's killing whales, but the second thing is aftermarket parts for their cars. And the IS200 Wouter is driving today has some lovely modifications.
To emphasize the lovely 6-cylinder sound, there's this Megan Racing catback system. It sounds just so nice. And to improve the handling and the looks, obviously, this IS200 got BC Racing coilovers and a Cusco strut brace. It's sporty and it handles precise, but there are no concessions when talking about comfort. Today, this car is on its original 17-inch Lexus wheels with winter tires. Rumor has it there are 18-inch GR wheels for the nice summer days, but since they're not fitted, we're not confirming nor denying this. But as lovely as driving this car is, the looks won't let me down either. A luxurious saloon that's still a bit sporty. And one of the few cars that can rock these original Lexus taillights. It might have aged a bit, but it's just a pretty car. I must say, I'm really pleased with how it drives, how it feels, and just anything. If fuel economy wasn't a thing, I'd probably drive one of these too. For me, this is a lot more special than a BMW or an Audi or whatever basic brand you want to name. And on this particular car, you can really tell the owner takes good care of this. Low mileage, fitting upgrades, honestly a perfect all-rounder. For long distance, I might prefer an Audi, but anything other than that, I regret ever calling this a Toyota.
And to be fairly honest, that day we went to the dealership, I would have only hoped to know what I know this day. I mean, I had some true fun with the Audi A4, but what a great car this is. And if you would like to see Wouter's true reaction, I suggest you stay around for the end of this video.
I hope you enjoyed this Lexus as much as I did. And as always, support us by subscribing, liking, commenting, sending us chocolate, whatever. We'll be working on more epic stuff soon. So we'll be seeing you next time. Shortcut! Oh! Dik joh, hè?